other organizations.
Okay,
to
so
provide
they're doubling
resources and
down.
information to people who are in fear of being deported or who are at risk of being deported.
Okay. They are doubling down on their violation of federal law. I wonder how much money they'll have left.
So this ordinance pretty much just adds on that. It builds on the prior resolution that was approved back in 2015. I can tell you that it is also consistent with California law. There are two primary statutes that govern cities' engagement and the engagement of public agencies with ICE and other federal immigration and consular authorities. The first, as referenced in the staff report, is the Trust Act, which essentially offers direction or gives discretion to cities to continue detaining persons who are arrested.
So we need to just make sure we send this to Jeff Sessions, and they'll just cut the funding.
Nothing in this resolution is consistent with that state policy. It is also consistent with the Trust Act, which is another state law that took effect in 2017, which essentially requires that those who are going to be made available to ICE, or
a lot of people are going home,
shall have the opportunity to be at least notified so that they can exercise their rights. That's pretty much the extent of this document here tonight. I'm happy to answer any questions to the council, and with that, that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, City Attorney. I'm going to open it up for a motion.
Make motion to approve item 12A.
Motion. I'll second that motion. So there's been a motion and a second. I'll go ahead and open it up for discussion. Mr. Guerrero, you have 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 1997 black comedy film Wag the Dog, the fictional presidential candidate, mere days before an election, orchestrated a war to distract the electorate from impending sex scandal. Today I'm reminded of this film, as the City Council conspicuously considers a new partisan resolution 1 week before an election. I wonder whether the diversionary tactic is really carefully choreographed subterfuge to avert attention from unethical practices, exorbitant $7 million pension liability, excessive compensation for senior management, including a city manager who is paid more than the governor of California, paid to play schemes, and questionable contracts for campaign contributors and personal friends of the City Council, one example of which rises to the level of misappropriation of assets. Could they really believe that our residents are that easily duped and fooled into morally absolving the council's egregious conduct in exchange for a diversionary publicity stunt? Ladies and gentlemen, do not be fooled. This city council is engaged in misconduct, and neither a carnival or a toaster giveaway or feel-good partisan resolutions are going to change anything about that. With respect to the general matter of immigration, I've long maintained that this country needs reform of our immigration program. As mayor, I authored a resolution in support of sensible reform, including a visit at my expense to Washington, D.C. to meet with House leadership to advocate for reform of the legal immigration system to make it more efficient and more closely aligned with the human capital needs of our economy, whether in high technology, agriculture, or service sectors as appropriate, and always with a view towards English immersion, cultural assimilation, and allegiance to the United States of America. Separately, I have always championed young people, especially the children of immigrants, including dozens of letters over the last few years that I have personally written in recommendation to Harvard University, my alma mater, for promising young people. So don't tell me about fighting for our community. With respect to today's contemplated resolution, I would point out that Section 3 reads as follows. Nothing in this resolution precludes a city department, commission, officer, or employee from reporting information to ICE or assisting and or cooperating with ICE as required by federal or state statute, regulation, or court decision. They're not letting you know that. That's an important caveat. Why don't they tell you that that's what's in the resolution? They're not doing that because what they want to do is sell to you a publicity stunt. This ordinance basically has no teeth. Think about what they put into the ordinance. Not a single city department, commission, or officer is precluded from reporting information to ICE as required by federal or state statute, regulation, or court decision. Think about that. They're hiding that from you. There is no teeth to what they're doing. All right, it's all talk.
All right, Mr. Guerrero,
and no walk.
3 minutes are up.
Nevertheless, there's one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Guerrero. Mr. Guerrero, your time's up. Mr. Guerrero. Mr. Guerrero, your
with no
time is
funds
up.
available.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna move on. Mr. Markovich, you have